imagine. Alright. Wait, you can learn Blaze Kick? Since when? Let's see, Pichu, Dynamo, and Electric. Battle Zone. Cubone. That's Dondozo. That's Musharna. More Pekko. Well, I mean... managed to grab one Pika clone. Might as well grab another one. I just want to point out how absurd of a concept Wild, Victory Bell, and Sceptile are. Oh, it's in the cemetery. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Might as well try filling up the decks a bit, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right, I did a thing. You all can F off. As can you. Alpha Strudel, was it worth it? Not bad, not bad. Okay, what about you? You're pretty darn good. Adam in nature, but not great. Guess that makes it so I have to do less work. But, ugh. I'm never going to use Audino, but an alpha's pretty neat. Never going to use Strudel either, but hey. Okay. I need them to level up because I need them for side quests. Particularly you and you for side quest reasons. And I'm gonna try to max your level out because you're just cool. Hello, how's it going? Okay, cool. That should do. Not sure how much higher you need to be. Since these are DLC side quests, it's probably going to be... they're probably going to have to be pretty high leveled, I've got to say. And yeah, for the record, they're already trained. I wasn't joking when I said that. So in order to advance in the game's plot, I'm going to have to create a very specific donut, and I need more ingredients too. So doing these, exploring these hyperspace zones are a good way, are working out twofold. Counter power. Well, I guess I can find the more Pekka more easily, I guess. Pardon me. Oops. You know, it's awfully convenient that you have access to this in the middle of literally nowhere. Catch Pokemon undetected. Use the catch. So you want me to do both? Weird. Well, that and Pokemon has been doing this for a while now, where you make this item, this food item with added effects now. They've been doing that for a while. Also, sorry I'm not ignoring you. It's just, hello. The thing is, I'm a bit wary at times because most times whenever I get new chatters now, it's like, hey, I do so-and-so for this person, and I'm like, I really don't care. I understand that you gotta make ends meet, but I'm not interested. A lot of the time, I should say, whenever I get first-time chatters, they're just people trying to sell commissions. No offense to anyone who does that for a living, but it says immediately in my chat guidelines, no. I'm not going to. I'm just telling you, don't waste your time. Plus, I literally just do this as a hobby as it is. I only recently started getting anything. And it's fitting that you should say that because the character that makes them is the daughter of the champion of this region. Well, former champion of this region. I have an idea to implement this implement at least the ZA Royale into an RP. So you can literally wish to do anything with once you get the ZA, as long as they can do it. What's stopping them from being like, hey, do I need all 8 gym badges? Can I just challenge the Elite Four myself? I think I've more than proven myself at this point that I could just bypass the gym challenge entirely. The problem is Electrike are aggressive, so catching them undetected is not the easiest thing to do. Take care of that in a moment. What anything about right now. I need to get more people with the sword. Oh, well, that was convenient. All right. Bye. Yeah, because at that point, it's like, you've more than proven yourself to be strong enough to take on the Elite Challenge and bypass the gym leaders. And I feel like that can be explored more. Of course, this also is a bit of a double-edged sword. I never found the Morpeko, I realized. Oh well. But it could also be a bit of a double-edged sword, at least when it comes to RPing, because then I gotta make more bots or convince more people to join. And both sides are not exactly easy. Okay, let's try one of these 3-star battle zones. For the record, yes, that is an Alpha B drill. As if giant killer bees with 3 with 3 stingers wasn't scary enough. Let's make it giant. Well, let's make it more giant than it normally is. I've also noticed that my shiny luck seems to be running low. I haven't found a single one even by accident lately. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so this is more of a fire zone. Oh, that's pretty cheeky. Not bad. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the first and so far only grass fire type. So, I will also let you know that these battle zones can be very useful if you find what I call alpha trainers. What I mean by that is you'll sometimes find these trainers that are just holograms. Which, I don't know why that wasn't a thing. Yeah, like right over there. So, how this works is the trainer has a team of all alpha Pokemon, and they give you a reward for defeating them. It can either be Seeds of Mastery, which are like, cool. I already have like 1 million of those. But sometimes they'll give you bottle caps. And you do need those. Yeah, that's exactly what they were going for. There's no hiding it. They're essentially super bosses where defeating them actually gets you a pretty nice reward. Breaks in. They are using some decent Pokemon in this area too. Mostly starters as fire types because I don't know if you realize this, but do you really realize how scarce the fire type is in most Pokemon games? That's why they always seem to default to the starters. The worst offender of this was Diamond and Pearl. Because they thought it was a wise idea to, for some reason, give us like 32 water types. I am not joking, by the way. 32 water types and 2 fire type families. I love how that's not an alpha trainer, yet that Charmeleon is bigger than usual. Oh. That's convenient. Put emphasis on Mega for this Mega Charizard Y. I actually am curious about which type has the least amount of representation. Fairy type notwithstanding, because it's still the newest type. Oh, this guy's a delivery dude. Okay, so he'll actually give you... I think he gives you effort value items if you beat him. No, he gives you more berries. That's what it is. So it's worth it to defeat the couriers as well. Defeating couriers. What am I playing Fallout New Vegas? Saw nothing. Well, Japan's an island, so of course abundant oceans are going to be absolutely everywhere. I was going to say I almost said it was a peninsula. I'm like, no, that's the Koreas. And India, if you think about it. Yeah, I said this before on a previous stream. Although I do like Scovillain, I do not like its shiny. All they did was make its body yellow, and I'm like, its heads are two peppers. You mean to tell me you couldn't change their color to yellow and orange? Yeah, but that was just lazy. you could have done more with that one. Also, this is the game that fixed a lot of very mid or disappointing shinies. Like, I think they made Gengar a little bit more, I would say, opaque, instead of just saying make it more. It looks more like a Phantom now, which is what they're going for, especially if you see shiny Mega Gengar. Garchomp, I believe they actually changed its shiny up a bit, because it was one of the most disappointing ones. Slowpoke. Slowpoke is one that got updated in this game. They made it appear more purple, which, you know, if you look at the Galarian versions that they have, that makes a lot of sense. Alright, I did what I need to do. Let's get out of here. All right. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay. Okay, these two should be able to complete their side quests now. Wait a sec. Gotta wait for this to run out. What's in this portal? Ice types, huh? By the way, because Charizard gets the most amount of fan service, I'm surprised that it was not a Pokemon that ended up with a Z Mega Evolution. Okay, what are your moves before we proceed? Phantom Force? You actually get that in this game? Bitter Blade, that's a very good move. Fire Spin's very trolly. I see. Yeah, I figured... So, ice is still the lowest represented, huh? Interesting. Yeah, because they like to slap steel on about anything they can. Alright, let's be somewhat smart about this, too. I could be a jerk. Let's do it. This means I can't use Swords Dance, but oh wow. I'll just replace it with Shadow Claw. I never imagined our paths would cross again. Not like this. I see you've evolved your Charcadet into Ceruledge at last. That's some drama. Nitsua, do you remember our very first battle? Charcadet versus Charcadet? You beat me back then. That's right. But I'm no fool. I know you must have grown stronger since that time. This will be the final battle that decides everything between you and me. Armarouge and I will win, once and for all. Now, Armarouge, unleash your blazing crimson flames! So, literally, this is Mega Man versus Zero, if you think about it. Oh, it's only level 60. Wow, alright. So I overgrinded. Oh well, I have a cool fire type now. Also, it helps that Armarouge is also a psychic type, whereas Ceruledge is a ghost type. Just saying. Perhaps it was fate. I agree, Ceruledge. I mean, darn it, Armarouge. Oh, well, that was worth it. Alright, so as I make my way to a bench to advance time.